So Jennifer, can you tell me a little bit about you and your family?
We live just outside of Yorkton in a town called Saltcoats on a flower farm that I run. It's my husband and I and our two young daughters who are 6 and 3.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So you became a foster parent, and can you just walk us through that process? How did you hear about fostering?
I heard about it through the New Beginnings campaign that happened in Yorkton in 2016, and I heard it on the radio. And my husband and I had always wanted to be a foster family, and it sounded like there was a high need at the time, and so we reached out and called into the Foster Families Association.
Wonderful. So once you called into our office, can you just, you and I both know the process, but I'd like to let people in the community know about what that process looks like. So can you just walk us through?
Sure. It's really easy, and everybody's really kind at holding your hand through the whole process. We called the Foster Families Association. We spoke with Katie, and she was really great and answered about a million questions that I had. And then she sent out an information package for us that had some more answers to some more questions, which was really great. And then we called Katie back after that. She gave us some time and said, think about it, read through it all, give me a call back. And we gave Katie a call and said, we'd really like to still move forward. We're still really interested in being a foster family. And then from there, Katie reached out to Alicia at the ministry, and Alicia came out and started the process of, she paid us a visit and then enrolled us in the Pride training course.
So we rolled out the online training in November of 2015. So you were one of the newer families that got to experience the online training. So can you just tell us a little bit about what the process is, and is it a good process, and how was it to learn?
It was a great process. What I loved that you could learn at your own pace. I mean, of course, we want to keep things moving, but at the same time, if there's something you really need to digest for a while, for instance, the Pride training was really great for that. And so we found it wonderful for our family because my husband works in the rail industry, which is very much not a 9-to-5 industry, and his hours were very unpredictable. And so the Pride training allowed us to do the foster family training at our own pace, and at times that worked for our family, which were not standard times, I think, for a lot of families.
Absolutely. So once you completed all the training, the necessary training, you received your first placement.
Yes.
So how has that been?
It's been wonderful. And that going into fostering, when you're doing the training, you're thinking about that in a really sort of intellectual, academic type way. But once a child comes into your home, the reality of family really does come in all shapes and sizes, and love comes in all shapes and sizes. And
absolutely.
It's really beautiful and lovely.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So if you were to tell somebody what your experience has been, and would you recommend fostering? Would you ask people, what would you tell people to?
Oh, I would absolutely recommend fostering. Absolutely, I'd recommend it. I think it's a beautiful experience. It's not always the easiest experience. Nothing that's worth doing is ever the simplest or the easiest process in life, but it's so rewarding, and it enriches your family in a way that you really can't anticipate until you're living it, and you have a child come into your home that your kids start to love, and they start to love your kids, and they love your pets, and for us, like our farm animals, and and they just become such a part of your family, and it doesn't take long at all for that to happen. Yeah.
So through this process, is there any struggles that you've had, or any recommendations to either ourself or the ministry of how we can better support our families? Or
I felt very supported through this whole process. I can't really point to any part of the whole process where I didn't feel like I could just pick up the phone and call whoever I needed to call with any question that I had. Someone has held our hands through the entire thing. If ever we're not sure, there's always been someone there. Like, it's been such a supportive process. I honestly can't think of sort of the needs to improve in terms of that type of thing.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
That's wonderful to hear.